In this video, we will introduce the prep for Microsoft Cybersecurity Architect SC-100 exam. What is Microsoft Cybersecurity Architect SC-100 exam? Certification prerequisites. Who should take the SC-100 exam? Key skills measured in the SC-100 exam. Tips to prepare for the SC-100 exam. 1. You need to recommend a solution to meet the security requirements for the InfraSec group. What should you use to delegate the access? A subscription. B. A custom role-based access control, RBAC, role. C. A resource group. D. A management group. Answer: B. 2. You need to recommend a solution to scan the application code. The solution must meet the application development requirements. What should you include in the recommendation? A. Azure Key Vault. B. GitHub Advanced Security. C. Application Insights in Azure Monitor. D. Azure DevTest Labs. Answer: B. 3. You need to recommend a solution to resolve the virtual machine issue. What should you include in the recommendation? Choose 2. A. Onboard the virtual machines to Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. B. Onboard the virtual machines to Azure Arc. C. Create a device compliance policy in Microsoft Endpoint Manager. D. Enable the Qualys scanner in Defender for Cloud. Answer: A, D. 4. Your company has an on-premises network and an Azure subscription. The company does not have a site-to-site VPN or an ExpressRoute connection to Azure. You are designing the security standards for Azure App Service web apps. The web apps will access Microsoft SQL Server databases on the network. You need to recommend security standards that will allow the web apps to access the databases. The solution must minimize the number of open Internet accessible endpoints to the on-premises network. What should you include in the recommendation? A private endpoint. B. Hybrid connections. C. Virtual network NAT gateway integration. D. Virtual network integration. Answer: B. 5. You have an on-premises network that has several legacy applications. The applications perform LDAP queries against an existing directory service. You are migrating the on-premises infrastructure to a cloud-only infrastructure. You need to recommend an identity solution for the infrastructure that supports the legacy applications. The solution must minimize the administrative effort to maintain the infrastructure. Which identity service should you include in the recommendation? A. Active Directory Domain Services, ADDS. B. Microsoft Entra ID. C. Microsoft Entra Domain Services. D. Microsoft Entra External ID. Answer: B. 6. Your company has a Microsoft 365 subscription and uses Microsoft Defender for identity. You are informed about incidents that relate to compromised identities. You need to recommend a solution to expose several accounts for attackers to exploit. When the attackers attempt to exploit the accounts, an alert must be triggered. Which Defender for Identity feature should you include in the recommendation? A. Standalone sensors. B. Honey token entity tags. C. Sensitivity labels. D. Custom user tags. Answer: B. 7. You are creating an application lifecycle management process based on the Microsoft Security Development Lifecycle, SDL. You need to recommend a security standard for onboarding applications to Azure. The standard will include recommendations for application design, development, and deployment. What should you include during the application design phase? A. Static Application Security Testing, SAST, by using SonarQube. B. Dynamic Application Security Testing, DAST, by using VeraCode. C. Threat Modeling by using the Microsoft Threat Modeling tool. D. Software Decomposition by using Microsoft Visual Studio Enterprise. Answer: C. 8. You have multiple Azure subscriptions that each contains multiple resource groups. You need to identify the privileged role assignments in each subscription and any associated security risks. The solution must minimize administrative effort. What should you use? A. The Analytics Dashboard in Microsoft Entra Permissions Management. B. Access Reviews in Microsoft Entra ID Identity Governance. C. Access Reviews in Privileged Identity Management, PIM. D. Microsoft Defender External Attack Surface Management, Defender EASM, Discovery. Answer: C. 9. You have an Azure subscription and an Azure DevOps organization. You need to recommend a solution for connecting Azure DevOps pipelines to the resources in the subscription by using Azure Resource Manager, ARM, service connections. The solution must align with Microsoft Cloud Adoption Framework for Azure best practices, including the principle of least privilege. What should you include in the recommendation? A. Workload Identity Federation and System Assigned Managed Identities. B. Service Principals and Secrets. C. Workload Identity Federation and User Assigned Managed Identities. D. Workload Identity Federation and Service Principals. Answer: C. 10. A customer is deploying Docker images to 10 Azure Kubernetes Service, AKS, resources across 4 Azure subscriptions. You are evaluating the security posture of the customer. You discover that the AKS resources are excluded from the Secure Score recommendations. You need to produce accurate recommendations and update the Secure Score. Which 2 actions should you recommend in Microsoft Defender for Cloud? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Configure auto-provisioning. B. Assign regulatory compliance policies. C. Review the inventory. D. Add a workflow automation. E. Enable Defender plans. Answer: A. E. Subscribe Passert for more IT exam prep.